Hey guys, what's up? For those of you who don't know me, my name is Crissanna, and if you're new here, welcome, and if you're an oldie, welcome back. So for today's video, I kind of wanted to do like a fall smoky eye, maybe with some like maroons and browns. I haven't really done one of them before. I think I'm going to try to stick with using like 2 or 3 matte shades, and we'll see if we can make this work. So there's 2 palettes that I have my eye on for this look, and one is the e.l.f. Matte for Matte Summer Breeze eyeshadow palette. I just feel like there's a lot of pretty matte shades in here. Now, if I don't end up using that one, the one I'll be using is the Urban Decay Born to Run eyeshadow palette. And there's lots of pretty colors in this one as well. So I guess we'll just go and then I'll see where my eyes take me. So I just put some of the e.l.f. Jelly Pop lip gloss on my lips. I just love the way this stuff feels. It feels so nice, hydrating, and refreshing on my lips. So I have not done my eyebrows, which is a huge shocker because usually I always start the video with them on. I want to show you guys actually that I got a new eyebrow pencil, and this is the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. And it's a very, very fine tipped. I'm going to roll it up so you guys can see. The tip on it is super fine, so it's really, really easy to kind of sculpt out exactly where you want your brows without getting too messy or getting too far up or too far down. So I'm just going to start combing my eyebrows down. So first, I actually will draw them in with this pencil, and then I will go in with my brow powder to fill in the rest. Like, can you guys see how much that just gave me an instant arch? And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the makeup I've been using lately or maybe the skincare products, but I have been breaking out like excessively. Like, I usually break out, but not this much. And I think it might be from putting so many different products on my face. So I'm going to go with my brow kit. This is the Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. This is my holy grail, my one and only. I've been using this for like 5 years, literally, you guys. Like, this stuff is amazing. But I know there's definitely got to be better eyebrow products out there. So link down below what your favorite one is in the comment box below. Because I do kind of want to switch it up a little bit because I have been using this for so long that there's got to be greater stuff out there. So I'm just going to take a BS small eyebrow brush and just fill in the rest of my eyebrows. Okay, so now we are going to move on for eyes. So to prime my eyelids, I'm going to use a Revlon Candid Concealer. Mine is in the shade 005. So first I'm going to grab this shade called Punk. For that I'm going to use an e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. I'm just going to start packing this all over the lid. Probably going about that far up because I don't want to bring it up too much further. So if you guys have any dark browns, purples, oranges, things like that, get your palettes out and you can follow along. I actually just got a little bit closer to the camera so you guys can see everything that I'm doing in depth. So I'm going to do the other eye, same exact thing. So now I'm just going to take a number 3 brush by Nyx Cosmetics. I'm just going to take this up around the edges to kind of diffuse that a little bit. Doing the same thing with the other eye, just going right up around that edge. So now I'm going to grab a shade called Hell Ride. For that I'm going to use a BH number 2 brush. So I'm just going to place this color right up around the edge of Punk. I'm actually going to go back into that BH number 1 brush. I'm not really sure if this look screams fall, but I'm just going to go with it. Like this is my version of like a dark fall eyeshadow look, I guess. Just gonna go back in with that punk shade using that same e.l.f. eyeshadow brush. Gonna pack some more of that right on the lid. Just gonna darken that up a little bit. So far, I'm really, really liking how this is looking. I really don't do dark, bold eye looks very often, but I'm actually liking this. And I'm liking how the two colors are blending together. And I will do false eyelashes with this look too. Because we all know I'm no pro at putting them things on. Now I'm going to go back in with the shade Hellra using that same BH number 3 brush. Just going to get some more right up around those edges. Yeah, if you guys ever have any tips and tricks, let me know in the comments down below because I can take constructive criticism. I'm very open to that. Just going to go back in with that BH number 2 brush with no extra product and just go up around all that. So I think now I'm actually going to grab the shade Baja. I'm going to go back in with that same BH number 3 brush. Just lightly, I'm just going to run this right above Hellride. Now the Baja in this palette is super, super pigmented. I think it's one of my favorite shades from the Born to Run eyeshadow palette. So just one more time, I'm going to grab the shade Punk. Just pack a little bit more of that on the lid. The only thing with this shade Punk, it looks more brown in the eyeshadow palette, but it's not as brown on the lid. It looks more like a black on the lid. So I think now I'm going to do a little bit of liner on the top lid, and for that I'm going to use the Maybelline Master Precise All Day liquid eyeliner pen. So I'm not going to do like a dramatic wing or anything. I'm just going to line my top line. Okay guys, forgive me, but I have to always pull my eye to the side when I'm doing this, because if not, I get a super thick line that looks like crap. Okay guys, I might just skip through this because I'm really going to take my time to get this line. Okay guys, probably can't even tell the difference, but that's as thin as the line that I'm going to get. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye. So now we're going to go in for false lashes. For those, I'm going to use the Ardell Demi Wispies. These are by far my favorite lashes. I mean, these aren't dramatic or anything, but they're really easy for me to apply. And since I'm not that good yet, I need something that's going to be easy for me to apply to my lids. All right, since I'm getting ready to apply my lashes, I probably will skip through this because it could take a long time. So I'll just skip through it. You guys will still see what I'm doing, but I'll probably just fast forward through it. And if you guys can see, I did make a big mistake. So if you can see right there, there is glue right there. So instead of laying it down when it was completely almost dried, I left it on, it was still wet, and it got, of course, glue all over my eyelids. So I'm really hoping that it dries down and you guys cannot see it, which I think it dries clear, but that is quite a bit to get there on my eye. Okay, lashes are on, so now I'm going to go with my NYX eyeliner pencil. It's retractable, and then I'm just going to tight line my top waterline. So I'm just going to grab my Better Than Sex mascara. Just going to get right under those false lashes. But I absolutely love how this look is turning out. I think it's so, so pretty. Sorry, somebody was calling my phone. Okay, so let's move into the rest of the face before this video turns into like a 2-hour video. So for primer, I'm going in with the Hard Candy Hydrating Primer. This is 12-hour makeup grip. Now, I have used this stuff a couple times and I do like it, although it does get sticky really fast. So if you don't blend it in right away, it does get very sticky. But it's definitely a lot different than like your average primer that feels kind of like velvet and like soft. It's definitely a lot different from that. Like I said, it's really sticky, so it grips right onto your makeup and definitely holds it all day long. And then this is a new foundation that I have not tried before. This is the NARS Semi Matte All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. And mine is in the shade Medium 1. And I got this at TJ Maxx for $15. Oh wow, this is like watery. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me lock this thing up so we can shake it. Can you guys hear that? Wow, is it supposed to be that watery? That is absolutely crazy. So I'm just going to start applying it. I just unscrewed that because there was no way it was going to come out of that little pump. It was completely water. Like, what is the deal? If you've ever tried this foundation and it's watery for you as well, comment down below and let me know, because that's so weird. And there you go. I just got it on my eyebrow. Like, I'm having such a bad makeup day today. It's like terrible. I'm going to take my Real Techniques blending sponge just to blend that all in. Well, first things first, it's definitely very luminous. And to be honest, I'm really kind of liking it. It's actually really nice. It's given me medium coverage. I wouldn't say it's full coverage. It's very lightweight. My fine brow pencil just to fill in where I put the concealer. With my thing, like if I'm just doing my makeup at home and I'm on the go, I usually do my full face before I do my eyebrows, just because of things like that, because trying to get around your eyebrows with cover up is kind of hard sometimes. So that's why usually I like to do my face first. Then for concealer, I also got this at TJ Maxx. I think I paid like 10 bucks for it. It is the It Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer. And I got the shade Light Golden. So I'm also going to use this to conceal, but also to brighten as well. I'm going to take my Morphe contour and highlight sponge to blend that. I seriously do not know how I feel about this sponge from Morphe. Like, it's rock hard. You get it wet. It doesn't get any bigger. It's still hard. Like, I'm going to switch back over to my Real Techniques because I just do not enjoy that sponge. Like, and I've seen a lot of people use it and actually like it, but I do not like it whatsoever. So that color is way too light for me. So I'm going to go back in with the Revlon Candid in the shade 005. Just pop a little of that under my eyes. I usually don't like full coverage under eye, but this is way, way too light for me. And it's really, really thick. I'm not even sure if a lot of people would put that under their eyes after they've got their foundation on, or if they would probably typically do it before. Okay, now we're going to go in to set, and I'm going to use the Bare Mineral in the shade Original. So I'm actually going to take that Morphe sponge and just dab it in there. Just set my under eyes. So to bronze, I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Shady Beaches bronzer. I use this brush by Profusion. This is a really, really good drugstore bronzer. I tried it the other day and I really didn't think I liked it because it was so red and orange undertone. But I'm really starting to get into bronzers that are more of that color. So to highlight, I'm going to use this one by LA Colors. I'm going to use a fan brush by Best Hope. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally almost forgot blush. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the Broadway Powder Cheek Palette Kit. I'm going to take this orange shade right here. For that, I'm going to use an angled brush by Wet n Wild. Like, this blush palette is really nice and very versatile. I know I got this at the Dollar General a few years back, but I'm not sure if they have it anymore. But as always, I will leave everything linked down in the description box below. So now we're going to go back in for the bottom waterline. I'm going to grab the shade Punk. For that, I'm going to use a detail liner brush by Jessup. Just like a really small eyeliner brush. Get that right on the lower lashes. So now I'm going to grab a petite blending brush by Jessup, and I'm going to go back into the shade Hellride. So as for right now, I'm really digging this dark look. Of course, it's not perfect. Anything I do probably won't ever be perfect. So now I'm going to grab this shade right here called Breakaway. I'm going to use a detail shader brush by Jessup. Just get that right in the inner corner of my eye. Also a little under the brow as well. Hey guys, I'm going to go back in with that Better Than Sex mascara and coat those lower lashes. So now I'm going to move on for lips and line. I'm going to use the e.l.f. lip liner in the shade Tea Rose. This isn't anything new if you watch my channel. Love this lip liner. And I'm going to take this little lip gloss by MANNA KADAR. It's like a matte lipstick, and it's called Lucky. Okay, now all I have left to do is the spray, and I'm going to use my Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. And this is a limited edition. I'm not sure if you can still get it, but if you can, I will leave it linked down below. Okay, guys, so this is the finished look. I will give you a close-up. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this fall-inspired look. your fall inspired and my fall inspired might be two different things, which, you know, I do have the fall inspired of like oranges, reds, colors like that, but I thought this was more of like a deeper one. I wanted to do a deeper, darker one just because that's how I was feeling today. If you guys did like this, please subscribe to my channel and show your girl some love. When you subscribe and like my videos, it really helps me a lot, and it helps me get further in YouTube. To buy all this makeup, to do all these reviews, you guys liking me can really help me do that more for you guys. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. For those of you that have supported me through this journey, I want to thank you so much. I couldn't thank you enough, and I love you so, so dearly. But yeah, if there's anything you want to see next or in upcoming videos, let me know down in the comments below. And as always, head over to my Facebook, add me as a friend, send me a message. Yeah, I really don't have nothing else to say. I really, once again, hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look, and I'll see you in my next video.